We got our Fantastic Four family casting. Something that has been long awaited and we've discussed multiple times since we started the pod about how the Marvel Cinematic Universe's fate is riding on on this Fantastic Four movie added into the MCU.
Facts, bro. We talked about this for a while, bro. So I'm gonna go back to what I stated earlier. So everything is riding on the Fantastic Four right now, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not totally agreeable with what's going on with the Fantastic Four casting right now. I'm not heated, but I'm questionable right now. Like, I don't know whether to believe we're going the right path or how do I say this? Like, are we too excited right now, or are we not questionable about the cast? So let's get into it. I'm excited. Let's just talk about it. Let's get this debate over with, because a lot of people are gonna be on the fence about this right now.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. You're one of your favorite current actors in Hollywood right now, which, to be honest with you, I think I need to ask you this right now. Does Pedro Pascal have you on his payroll to promote him to being in movies and TV shows? Because for some particular reason, you always casted him in almost everything we sit down and we talk about. So if he's fronting you some dough, like, look out for your boy. I need some bread.
So let me get this squared out. I love Pedro Pascal. Not in everything, but in most things. So, okay. The Mandalorian, I didn't know that was him until end of season 1. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even look who played that character. I'm like, okay, cool. I agree with it. Then we get The Last of Us, right? And I'm like, okay. He's Joel? I can see that. And he did a phenomenal job in this series. Don't get me wrong. Yes. He did not look like Joel. Joel was white. This is the Latino we're talking about right now. So,
white guy from Texas. White guy from Texas.
White guy from Texas. Yeah, but we have a Latino from Texas, so that's acceptable. So, let's get one thing straight. I was not expecting Pedro Pascal to play Mr. Fantastic. I heard the rumors, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I am very disappointed about this, as most fans are, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You can say whatever you want to say, but I was looking for John Krasinski to play Mr. Fantastic, bro. We talked about this in the last pod, and I really liked the dude, and I really thought the dude was gonna be Mr. Fantastic until we get Pedro Pascal casting as Mr. Fantastic. I thought we were going for a younger character, a younger actor. I didn't expect this. Like, don't get me wrong. I got nothing against the man. Narcos, he was great. The Last of Us, he was fucking phenomenal, bro. He was phenomenal in that series. Listen, I got nothing against what he's got to do, but bro, like, seriously, are you serious, bro? Like, oh my god, bro, I don't even know where to go with this shit, bro. I thought we were gonna go younger, bro. Like, I really thought so.
So that's a perfect segue to talk about Sue Storm, right?
Yes, so, of course.
Sue Storm is going to be played by Vanessa Kirby, which, look, very, very beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Like, I liked her in the Hobbs and Shaw movie. And
she was gorgeous, bro.
I could definitely see her as Sue Storm. Now when we look at Pedro as Mr. Fantastic, and then you look at Vanessa, it's like there's like a 20 to 30 year age difference here when you look at it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like,
bro,
this don't look
seem right. It don't look right. It don't seem right. It just feels like he's just being like forced. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So my man, he's only 48. It makes it seem like he's a whole lot older if we're being honest with each other. So Vanessa Kirby's 30, 35. Okay, 35. So not that much of a age difference.
So he got like what, 13 years over her?
Yes.
That's not much of a difference, but
it looks like it though. He look a whole lot older.
Yeah, he
than
does.
What he is.
But let's be realistic though. 13 years older than the other don't. Like, so Pedro Pascal got 13 years over. What's her name? Vanessa Kirby. So, don't get me wrong. I loved her in Hobbit Shaw, bro. Like, I did. She's bad. Cute. She's so fucking sexy, bro. She's so sexy for a white girl, bro. Like, don't get me wrong with the shit, but still, seriously, I'm kind of like Pedro Pascal's up here and Vanessa's up here. Like, okay, like I'm not debating the acting, but I'm like, can they do it? Can they do it? Can they be a lover's quarrel? Can they be the perfect couple? Remember, this is the MCU perfect family of all time, bro. The Fantastic Four. Can they do it?
So one of the main things that I look for when it comes to chemistry with characters that are supposed to be this close is like, can they make it believable and not awkward? You know what I'm saying?
True, but they need to be able to establish they're a couple in real life. You know what I'm saying? They need to make it, how do I say this? Not reliable, but like acceptable. Can they do it? Can they do it?
All right, so give me an example of a perfect couple in a movie that you've watched. An actor and an actress. Because I got one off the top of my head, and it's in a Marvel movie.
Name it. I'll go after you.
Amazing Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Perfect chemistry.
That was perfect. Oh, okay. I got you on that. Okay, cool. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man. That was amazing. Yeah. Emma Stone and Peter
Garfield. Andrew Garfield.
No, Andrew Garfield. But yeah, that's Peter Parker though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got you on that all day. Okay. Cool. But still, let's go back to the older days, bro. Let's go back to the older days. So we had the Fantastic Four, right?
Mm-hmm. That was believable. It was believable.
That was believable, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was believable.
So, the old days of the Fantastic Four, like the original Fantastic Four in live action.
You talking about the 2005 Fantastic Four?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so 2005, obviously you have Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, Lone Gerfud, which I felt like Lone Gerfud and Jessica Alba were looked pretty close in as far as like age is concerned. So it definitely made it believable. He's currently sitting at 50. But he's 50 and she's 42.
Yeah, they're like 8 years apart. So, like, it was acceptable, right?
Yes.
Or am I wrong?
You're right.
So let's get one thing straight. That was a good movie, bro. Okay, the story could have been a little bit better. The CGI could have been a hell of a lot better, bro. But it was the original.
It's 2005. Think about it. It's 2005.
Okay. Stop. Let me stop like sugarcoating it. 2005. It was the way it was back then. Was it not acceptable?
I think the first movie definitely was amazing. The second movie is I didn't have a problem with it until I did my research on Galactus and Silver Surfer, and it just didn't work.
True. Okay, I agree with you to a certain extent, but let's be honest right now, bro. At his time, at his peak, 2005, bro. Fantastic Four was the shit, bro. It was.
It really was. Everything, as far as the casting of the characters, they did that perfectly.
They were a perfect family, though. They were.
Yeah, the chemistry as far as Ben Grimm and Johnny Storm, the bickering, the hazing, that was perfect. Then Sue Storm and Reed Richards, perfect relationship where they had obviously their issues. And probably my favorite scene in those two movies was probably the bachelor party between those two, as far as the chemistry part of it. Like they made it very, very believable, and it made it very relatable when it came down to Reed Richards being the smartest guy in the world and him trying to work life balance was probably the hardest thing for him to do, and it basically put a microscope under almost every single relationship in America.
I can agree with you on that, but still, let's be honest. Reed Richards and Doctor Doom going head to head for the same chick, bruh. You can't go wrong with that, bro. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Like, seriously. Jessica Alba playing Miss Invisible. She was bad back then, and she's still bad right now, bruh.
A little bit too much makeup now, but
no, I don't know about that.
The second movie, she had too much makeup on. The first one, just right. I liked it. Maybe that first movie, but before she did that first movie, the checks wasn't looking like that. And then the second movie, she got too much money, and then she invested too much in herself to put too much makeup on. But definitely the first one, she looked good. The second one, too much eyeshadow, in my honest opinion, made her look like a raccoon, and I wasn't feeling it.
Stop. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Raccoon, bro, you're tripping right now. All right, so we got the new chick that's gonna play Miss Invisible. She bad as shit too, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did. I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing Vanessa. All I'm disputing is it don't look right with Pedro. It just don't keep Vanessa.
Okay. We talking about.
Yes.
Okay, we talk about.
I don't like
comparisons. Okay, cool. I got you on that all day, bro. Okay, Vanessa doesn't seem right with Pedro Pascal. Okay, cool. I agree with you on that. We haven't seen them together in a movie, so let's hope they get their shit together. But still, I was really hoping that John Krasinski was going to be Mr. Fantastic, and that his wife was going to be Miss Invisible. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, I'm all for it because I got to see it in a live action. But again, we've played this game before as far as being disappointed in casting, and it ends up panning out. So let's just go ahead and let's see what happens with it. But let's get on with this casting, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do Joseph Quinn playing as Johnny Storm, and this character is so dear to me, Johnny Storm, and
okay,
we talked about this also in the past. There will never be a better Johnny Storm Human Torch than Chris Evans. Nobody can ever play that part better than him. So I really hope that Joseph Quinn, and I didn't watch Stranger Things. I just saw little clips recently as we got closer to the casting of Joseph Quinn. I just hope that he can hold Chris Evans' shield.
So okay, I don't know much about this character, to be honest with you, besides Stranger Things. I'm not a big fan of Stranger Things. I watched up to season 3. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Hellfire Club was pretty amazing, and I thought it was intriguing. I only seen him one thing, so I'm not gonna lie to you. It would be pretty interesting to see him as the Human Torch. Is he the Human Torch? I'm sorry. I hate to say this, but he's not him, bro. I'm sorry. He's not him. He's not him, bro.
So we screwed up 2 times in a row?
That's twice. Okay. I'll give you this. My strongest disbelief right now, and I hate to say this, bro. I know I'm gonna get hate from the fan club, but I don't care anymore. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. Since I had said what I said about The Last of Us, y'all can say whatever you said. I don't care. All right, Pedro Pascal. I love him, but I can't see him as Mr. Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. John Krasinski. Human Torch. I don't know about this guy. I don't know much about him. I watch a little bit of Stranger Things. I'm not 100% sure on this guy. I'm not knocking the actor for his acting. I'm just saying I don't know yet. I need to see more. That's all I'm saying. I'm not prejudiced against this guy. Let me get a chance to see this guy, what he got, how his acting is, how he plays with the family, how he reacts, and how he does everything with the script. Then maybe I can tell you straight up, he's Johnny Storm.
All right. So last but not least, we have Eben Moss Brankrack. He is going to be playing the Thing. Now, before we get into the Thing, the Thing is just going to be CGI'd anyway. So he's just going to be a rock dude. I don't even think he does the voice acting, to be honest with you. Did Homeboy from the original Fantastic Four do the voice acting for the Thing? Like how did that work? He did?
Yeah, he did.
So Eben Moss Brankrack, when I saw him as Micro in The Punisher, he had a little bit too much of a nose stuffy, wimpy voice. And when you look at the Thing, I imagine, the brute of the group. The muscle. He's the muscle of the group, and I just do not see it with Brankrack. I just don't see it.
Okay. I don't know much about this actor. Okay, so there's a lot going on with this actor, all right? He got a TV show called The Bear, where he's related to a brother who owns a restaurant, who owns a lot of money to I want to go and say a mafia or a gangster type group, and then he changes it up and it owes a lot of money to a certain individual. And I only know him as Micro. I only seen him in The Punisher, where he was an IT hacker and he got in contact with the Punisher in season 1. And I love him as Micro, bro. I ain't gonna lie to him. I love him as Micro. And now we're seeing him play an MCU character for the Fantastic Four. So, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not knocking the dude's acting. He's great as an actor. But as his role as a big, like, muscular, like, creature who is like a rock and who has like feelings and emotion, I can see that, but I don't know. I have to see more for me to connect with this character, bro. Like, I have to see more. Bro, this is the thing, bro. So, one thing most people don't understand about the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four are not a huge family. Yes, they are a family for the MCU. But let's get one thing straight. Mr. Fantastic, aka Reed Richards, is by fault the creator of all his team members. He is the reason why they all get superpowers in the first place, bro. He is. So, he is, in the comics, he is to blame why the Thing gets his powers. He is like, not, like, how do I say this? Like, he is at fault for getting the Thing to become the Thing in the first place, right? So, he feels bad, bro. He feels bad for all his team members. Out of all of them, it is the Thing he feels the worst for. He wants to solve his problem to make him human. Everybody else is all human except him. So he feels that by default that he fucked up on his member, right? On his own crew member.
And it's his best friend.